Good morning. It's Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, or as you could see, my little meme for today. Before it was cool, say, May the 4th be with you. I was. All right, this week's homework is Volcano Erupts, as it'll be in your Mentoring Minds, student pages 179 through 187. This will be in the Go Formative, as it is every week, in the Remote Learning folder under homework. So make sure you're hitting that so you know exactly where you are looking to go ahead and identify where your homework would be. And also your independent work will be in there as well, but it will be under for the week for the dates. For Monday, you will be doing number 3, 4, and 14. Tuesday, 7, 10, and 13. Wednesday is a big day. You'll be doing 5, 6, 9, 12, and 15. And Thursday, you will be working on 1, 2, 8, and 11. As you see in Go Formative, it will be slightly different as it's set up. It'll be set up by the days rather than all of it in there at once. You'll have it by the day. So Monday will be here, and you only have 3, 4, and 14 that will be there for Monday. Going into our lesson for today, let's go ahead and go over our standards for today. Our focus for today is our standard is, as on normal Mondays, we will be focusing in on vocabulary. So it'd be the RL 4.4. You will be determining the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including the words that affect the meaning and tone. Next, the student will be able to use context clues in order to determine the meaning of words and phrases. So that is your learning target. Our essential questions for today are: what are context clues? What are the different types of context clues? Remember the posters that I would have up in my room that I would point to help guide your thinking with coming up with what the different types of context clues are. And finally, how does using context clues help me determine the meaning of words and phrases in a text? We're going to go ahead and get into our vocabulary context clues, and feel free to sing along as nobody is watching you.
Oh, look. A word I don't know. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be looking for clues in the context. When I find a new word that's written in a sentence, I look around to see if a similar one is mentioned. That's a synonym, the first clue I use. Like, the actress read through a book and perused a newspaper. And then she took a snooze. Peruse, that's new, so I search for a clue. I see she was reading. Could it be true? Peruse must be a synonym for read through. But if I can't find the answer, then maybe there's an opposite word or an antonym. Like, Langston was jubilant when he got the news before he found out he was depressed with the blues. Jubilant and depressed must be antonyms. Depressed means sad, jubilant must mean happy then. 2 new words, peruse, jubilant with synonyms and antonyms, you don't have to Google it. On a top secret mission, check the method. 3 words I don't know, like a word detective. Search within the sentence. Look for synonyms, antonyms, explanations, example. On a top secret mission, check the method. 3 words I don't know, like a word detective. Search within the sentence. Look for synonyms, antonyms, explanations, example. Detectives, when reading through phrases, you might find the 3rd clue, an explanation. Let's take a look and try to crack this case then. The mansion was dilapidated. The windows were broken, the paint was faded. I'm pretty sure a pack of rats had invaded. Those lines explain the word I didn't know. Dilapidated means falling down and old. Clue 4, I look for examples of the word that might illustrate how to define the term. Eating sweets was against Capone's wishes. Just fruits and vegetables, which are nutritious. I know fruits and vegetables are healthy dishes. These examples lead me to the meaning of nutritious. All these examples and explanations are clues to crack the case like Perry Mason. On a top secret mission, check the method. 3 words I don't know, like a word detective. Search within the sentence. Look for synonyms, antonyms, explanations, example. On a top secret mission, check the method. 3 words I don't know, like a word detective. Search within the sentence. Look for synonyms, antonyms, explanations, example.
All right. So, going through all the different types of context clues, let's go into our notes. Our notes are, what are context clues? Context clues are clues that are around the word that the reader uses to find the meaning of an unknown or unfamiliar word or words within a passage, story, or text. We also know what different types of context clues are there. Remember my anchor charts that I would be pointing at in the room? We have definition, which is when the author gives you the meaning explicitly, often using or means parentheses or footnotes. Remember, explicit means directly in the text to where you could touch it. Okay. A synonym is the author makes a comparison or uses another word that means the same thing or something similar to that. And then we have the antonym that goes together, synonym and antonym. The author makes an opposite comparison or uses another word that means the opposite of the unknown word. Next, the example. The author provides a thing characteristic of its kind or illustrating a general rule, sometimes in a list. And then we have an inference. You must use the general information in the context with your schema to figure out the meaning of the word. Going into our text, we always know that good readers always need to preview that text to make predictions prior to reading. And there's always some questions you want to ask yourself. First one is read the title and scan for any text features. Well, we have problem solved. I do not see any text features in my text at this moment. What do you think this text will be about when you're thinking of just the title? I want you to think about that. Do you think this is a fiction or a nonfiction text? And is this a prose, poetry, or play? Well, how would you know? What other stories have you read on maybe similar topics? And have you ever had someone complain about something to you? Okay. Next, the questions that will be answered today are, what does the word braying mean as it is used in the text? Which word is an antonym of the word demanded? And what words help the reader understand the meaning of the word remained? Going through the text, let's go ahead and read it. Once there was an old man, he had a rooster that crowed every morning. Remember, we're looking for those synonyms and antonyms and definitions for the words. The neighbors did not like this, so they came to visit the old man. They talked to him about his rooster. They asked the old man if he could get his rooster to be quiet. The old man replied that he couldn't get rid of the rooster, but he promised to fix the situation within the week. The following morning, the rooster crowed and the donkey was braying. It was very loud. The neighbors came straight to the old man and complained. The old man reminded them that he promised quiet in a week. The neighbors went back home. The next morning, the rooster, the donkey, and a cow made a lot of noise. The cow would moo as loud as the donkey could bray, and the rooster could crow. These noises woke up all the neighbors. They complained bitterly to one another. This continued each day for a week. Each morning, a new animal would join the noise. The noise grew louder and louder, and by the end of the week, the neighbors marched to the old man and demanded that he fix the noise. The old man promised that he would be quiet, that all would be quiet in the morning. The following morning, only the rooster remained. He crowed just once, and the neighbors couldn't believe it. The morning was so peaceful and calm, and they went to thank the old man for his kindness. So, okay, going into the word, we actually have the first word is crowed. Once there was an old man, and he had a rooster that crowed every morning. The neighbors did not like this, so they came to visit the old man. What do I think it means in the context? He had a rooster that crowed every morning. The clue is rooster, every morning, rooster to be quiet. And what do I think it means? To make a loud sound or a sound that a rooster may make. The next word is braying. So we have the word braying in the context. The following morning, the rooster crowed and the donkey was braying. You also have braying somewhere else in the text right here, as the donkey could bray and the rooster could crow. So I want you to think about that. Our clues are the rooster crowed very loud. Neighbors came to complain. The rooster, donkey, and cow made a lot of noise. and the cow mooed, donkey bray, and the rooster crowed. What do I think it means? To make a loud noise, maybe a donkey would make because it was connected with the donkey. My next word is bitterly. They complained bitterly to one another. What are my clues? It woke up all the neighbors. They complained. What do I think that means? That they just argued with themselves because they were angry and upset, so that the way that they would talk. Next word is demanded. How was it used in the context? By the end of the week, the neighbors marched to the old man and demanded that he fix the noise. What are the clues? A new animal could join the noise. Noise grew louder and louder, and marched to the old man. Fix the noise. What do I think it means? A forceful statement that's saying that something must be done and now. And the last word that we have is remained. The word in the context is the following morning, only the rooster remained. Well, what are my clues here? Only the rooster. Well, what do I think it means? To stay in one place. So the rooster never left. Now let's get into some question. What does the word bray mean as it is used in the text? Go ahead and think about that question. To make a loud noise, or a noise that a donkey would make. Number 2, which word is an antonym of the word demanded? So I want you to think of the word demanded, and what do you think an antonym of that word would be? Offer. Good job. And number 3, what words help the reader understand the meaning of the word remained? Remained. Could it be only the rooster crowed once, peace and calm, or thank the old man? Only the rooster. So that's only him. Good job. And for your work this evening, you will be doing questions on Big City Fun. You'll be answering the questions 1 through 5 in your Go Formative. You will also be recording a flip grid explaining what the simile, the city lit up like a Christmas tree, means. You are to provide a positive comment using your accountable talk on the flip grid to one of your classmates. Make sure that you're paying attention to your small groups so you know what time I will be calling and you are ready. And make sure that you are making up any missing work, and you work on any work that needs to be redone, and you finish any incomplete work you may still have. Here's the groups for the week. And that concludes today's lesson. I will see you guys soon. Bye.